Hi guys and welcome to another video on my art channel Sophie Art. Today I'm showing you a tutorial of how I paint planets. The way I paint them has changed so much in the last few weeks and it will probably change even more, but I think I'm on a point where I can create really detailed planets and I think I can help you create them too. So let's start with step 1. I began with applying a layer of water everywhere where I want paint later on. This is called the wet on wet technique. I'm going to use two different colors in this artwork, a green and a blue. I will start with the green and add the paint to the water. Then I'm distributing the paint everywhere where I want it and where the water already is. You can distribute it as evenly or unevenly as you want. This just depends on how much texture you want. You can also add drops of paint in there. Then you let this layer dry for a bit, not that it's entirely dry, but almost. And then you take a wet brush and soften the edges. Step 2. I'm again adding a layer of water. We will do the same thing as before, but with our second color. In my case it was blue. Again, you can add as much texture as you want. I made the back of the planet darker, so that it looks like it's more round. Step 3. Now we are going to really add texture to the painting. I again began by adding a layer of water. This also helps me to see where I want to paint later on. It's really important to know that the paint will go everywhere where water is. If you don't paint directly over it, the paint will only distribute into it and there will only be small fades and a thin layer. But you can use that to your advantage and create a texture that looks like a planet. Because a planet is a rocky, really uneven textured thing. Now is the point where a template comes in handy. I'm going to put a template of a moon on the bottom. I will change the side depending on which planet I'm working on. Step 4. Now hopefully my technique with starting a new planet at every step comes in handy and you can start to see the differences, because when you just paint over it you feel like I'm doing nothing, but I'm really doing something in the step. In this part I'm adding shadows. This helps to give the whole planet more texture. Therefore I really look at the template and try to create similar shapes. I look at light spots, I look at craters. At first I went in with the darker forms of the colors. I also decided to add black to the darkest parts here. Step 5. Now we are doing the exact opposite and we are going to add light. You can go on with different techniques here. You can use pearlescent colors which are shiny, or you can use an acrylic white or the white that comes in with cheaper watercolors. You can also work with masking fluid if you like to. For this a template comes in handy too, because now we need to look at parts where the planet almost look like there's a light source in there and it's shining from there. You again don't need to copy it exactly, but you can use it as an inspiration. But if you want to copy it exactly, as it's a planet, not a painting from someone else, so that's okay too, but it's not necessary, that's what I'm trying to say. Step 6. Now you can use a color of your choice to give the whole painting more character. In this artwork, I decided to use yellow. I added it to the ends of the planets and everywhere where I wanted to soften up the edges. And just finished the whole painting off with softening every edge or creating more texture where I needed to. So now we are at the end of my tutorial. I hope you had fun and I hope it's helpful for you. You can of course spend more and more time on every step and get really creative with them. You can try to really recreate the planets and then start to move on to using only your imagination. If you are recreating this technique, I would love to see it on Instagram. And if you have any questions on one step or something else, just ask me in the comments. I'm happy to answer you. Thank you for taking the time and watching my video. I hope we will see each other in the next one. Bye!